Well, hi there, this is DBT, and alright, it's time for another Karen Took Micro Showcase, and I promise this will be micro. Alright, so we're gonna be looking today at the Mechazombie, which is a monster that we have already looked at before. Of course, that was the old version, now there's a new version. So, of course, you're wondering, but what's new about him? Well, what's new about all of this showcase that I've been doing? The sprites, of course. Now we have this style of sprites that we're using in the mod nowadays. Of course, not all the monsters have it just yet, but the idea is to get them all there in due time. As far as what's new with this monster, was mostly that. There has been some changes also on the code, on the speed at which he attacks, the aggressiveness, and also the fact that he can now actually scratch your face when you get too close to him. He now has a melee attack, but other than that, he remains pretty much the same that you had seen before, only with the sprites that are pretty much going to be the final ones in the mod when it gets released. But while we're talking about these monsters and the sprites, I think it's a good time to finally address who has been helping with all of this stuff, because, you know, there has been some changes on the team and all of that. So, shoutouts, first of all, to Simplu, because he was the one who started pretty much this endeavor of doing the sprites, and the previous versions of the new sprites that you had seen were indeed a lot of help that Simplu provided to us. I really appreciate him for really boosting the mod towards that goal. Now, Simplu is no longer working on that because of his own personal reasons, but I really appreciate you, dude. Thank you for all the help that you provided us in this particular regard and for driving us towards this goal. Now, I also want to give a shout out to Henry Renry, I hope I said that right. Henry, who also helped us on some of the aspects of getting this type of sprites going, as well as giving a shout out to Ritz, someone else who also chipped in into doing some work for that. Now, these guys are no longer really so active on it because of many reasons, but I really appreciate you all, dudes, for helping us out on this. However, at the moment, our main guy who's working on this sprites is Abyss Walker. And dude, this is directed to you. Thank you very much for all the help that you have been providing towards getting these sprites done. He has been working his ass off on getting these sprites. There's so much that I want to show you, but of course I gotta pace it out a little bit, and also because I've been doing other stuff. But yeah, there's more monsters to show, not only this dude. I just, you know, it takes a little bit for both creating the sprites, or quite a bit, because he's really doing a lot of the work in that regard. But also, you know, to adapt the code and make it work a bit better than it did before, because now with these better sprites, it really makes me want to do better version of the monsters. So yeah, Abyss Walker, thank you, dude. You have been doing an amazing job, and, you know, we're all really excited to see how this is gonna look by the end of the development cycle. Now, with that out of the way, I want to quickly address another question that a lot of people tend to have, and that is, when are we going to see more weapons? But, you know, much like I was saying that Abyss Walker has been, you know, working his ass off doing the sprites, so is Franco. Franco's the one who's doing the sprites for the weapon, has been doing the sprites for quite a while, and, you know, weapons also have a lot of animations to be done and a lot of little detail. Franco really is a perfectionist and likes to work really hard on all the little details. So yeah, it's gonna take a while, it's taking a while, but that's, I would think it's completely normal, completely expected, and honestly completely worth it. You know the qualities of the sprites that he does because you've seen those in D4T. So you know kind of what's the quality that you can expect. So yeah, you just gotta be patient. I promise, I want to show more weapons, but you know, we will get there in due time. That's why I'm showing other things, even if it's just this one single guy. But also, you know, I take these videos where I don't have a whole lot to show in this particular one to talk about a couple of things. Another quick subject that people wanted me to talk about is the sound of the monsters. You may notice that the attacks already have the sound from Doom Eternal, but the grunts of the monsters and the screams and all of that are still those of the original Doom, or maybe slightly edited ones. Ideally, yeah, they're gonna be having the sounds from Doom Eternal, but that's not at the moment the priority. When I have the opportunity, I will do that, but at the moment we're still going with it. But yeah, I think that should at least answer the question if they're eventually gonna have the sounds. Yeah, most likely, so long as I can acquire every single one of the sounds, because despite some people having ripped the sounds from Doom Eternal, it really there's some sounds missing here and there, so I'm trying to get a hang of those, but hey, we'll get there eventually. And finally, just to take advantage of the fact that we're still under 5 minutes, I want to plug Shell. Yeah, Shell. like this lovely individual say, share my secondary YouTube channel, DBT's Vrooms, where I'm uploading a lot of things about racing games because I love my racing games and I spend a bunch of time doing that, you know, like I would do with my free time. So yeah, if you want to check it out, I do videos about, you know, Asphalt, Forza Horizon, you know, all of that good stuff that I already talked in the other video. But hey, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be talking about shelling my YouTube channel just despite this dude who seems to be really upset that I do it. And not only that, later on he also got really concerned about my well-being. And yeah, you know, I have said over and over that most of you guys are really chill, really cool about, you know, how long it takes to do some of these things and how I spend my time, and I really appreciate you. But for guys like this, you know, I will just say, f you, dude, whatever. I don't know you anything. So there you go. I don't like to be negative in the videos, I like to be chill and all, but you know, every once in a while you do get this type of little assholes. So there you go. Yeah, so that's DBT not being cool. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Once again, thank you very much for all your patience in this. More stuff coming. There will be another weapon showcase soon. I don't promise that it's gonna be the very next video, but yeah, there's a new weapon coming. A proper showcase, I would say. So there you have it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, take care everybody and stay safe. Bye bye.